Hello, viewers. This is Nathan again, and we are here. I'm here in Onama's farm. Hope you enjoyed the last video. Today, we'll be talking more on the management of their livestock. So, Mr. Onama,
Yeah.
the last time you really educated us on what you people do, and so many people we are commenting and we are saying they would like to know more. That's what made me have to come back to the farm. So now, what we'll be focusing on today is just the management.
Okay.
So as you can see, we saw the piggery section, we saw the poultry section, and we saw that people still rear goats here. So we'll talk majorly on those three aspects because we weren't able or we weren't chance to visit the snellery.
Yeah.
So we'll just talk about those three major aspects. So we can start from the poultry. How do you people manage both broiler and the layers? Then the system you people use and all those stuff. Just enlighten us much about the poultry system, how you people manage it, and all the rest.
Okay. It has not been easy though, but all the rest we thank God.
Yeah, sure.
You get. According to the broilers, we all know that they have fast growing rates
Yeah, exactly.
when fed sufficiently. Then in the part of the layers, it will eat up a lot of money at the beginning, but they say weeping and can last in the night while joy comes
In
in
the
the
morning.
morning.
Yeah, very
So
sure.
I believe that when they'll start laying, you get back all the losses that
You've incurred.
yeah.
It's not actually loss, it's all the investment. You
All the
get back your
investments,
profits.
yeah.
All right. So which system do you use for the broilers? I can
Okay, we use the battery cage.
no, the broilers should be
Okay,
deep
for the
litter, right?
brothers, yeah, the deep litter system.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that place was neat when I went there. So how do you people manage? Do you people use shaving? Do you people use what do you people use
We
actually?
do use sawdust.
Okay.
Yes, we do use sawdust before, but now we don't use it again because we normally feed our pigs with the feces.
Okay.
You get, so we don't want to like mix it with the sawdust.
Okay.
I think it's harmful to them.
Okay.
So right now we don't use sawdust
Sawdust
for now.
Okay, so you,
For
and you
now.
people clean it steady. But okay, that's why people don't use sawdust. I couldn't find water there,
Yeah,
those stuff. So that
we
means it's being cleaned on regular basis.
yes, exactly. We do clean it on a regular basis.
Ah,
So
that's nice. Okay, then what about the battery cage? It's I noticed they were a little bit clustered. Do you people notice, and is there any problem people encounter with the clustering, like maybe heat stress or anything? Is there any challenge for now? And then is there any plans to maybe separate them and make them to be at least a little bit free when they start laying? Because I noticed that they haven't started laying yet,
Yes.
but in few weeks time or a month time or thereabouts, they're supposed to start laying, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so over to you.
Actually, for now, we previously we noticed we had some losses based on overcrowding.
Yeah.
You get in the battery cage.
Yes.
Because the space of the zinc was so much on them that the sun and that the sun now was hitting directly
Okay.
into the
Okay, that means there wasn't enough distance between the battery cage, between the
zinc.
best and the zinc.
Zinc,
So people have
yes.
to extend.
Exactly. So
Okay.
with this now, we think that we are hoping for better production.
Okay.
Yeah, from now.
All
So
right.
another thing I want to say is we are still keeping eyes on them. Let us see how far it will take us.
Yeah.
If there is no mortality, we'll continue like this. But if we notice anything very early, we'll have to spread them or extend them.
Okay. So okay. Let me just give you a professional advice here. You know what they say that prevention is better than cure. So instead of waiting for mortality, if there is any room, if there is finance, if there is capital, if there is any room for extension, or maybe you can get a battery cage, it will be more advisable because whatever you buy, the property doesn't waste. You understand? If you buy it, it's yours,
Yeah.
instead of waiting for mortality. Because once, what I notice in poultry or in layers, once their mortality starts, you might not even know what actually is the cost. And before you get your fees back, you might be off balance.
Yes.
So that's just that for now. So viewers, that's for the poultry. So we'll be moving over to the should we talk about the piggery or the goats?
Let's
Okay,
talk
let's just
about
talk,
the
talk about the no, let's talk about the goats.
Okay.
Since they are not that much,
Yeah.
at least we can just brush it up and then move over to the piggery.
Okay.
So how do you manage your goats? The feeding and not too much on the goats, the feeding. Then I noticed that they are very neat in the sense that there are no can't see any maybe alopecia or mange or
Mange,
stuff, all those stuff. So they are neat, and then the feeding. Just tell about the hygiene and the feeding.
Okay.
Yeah.
We do clean their pens like three times in a week.
Wow.
You get, and we practice indoor system.
Mm.
We don't leave them to rove around looking for what to eat. We
Yeah.
bring their food into the house
Mm.
and feed them, because we believe that when they go out to feed on by themselves, they'll end up encountering a sort of maybe disease or you know. So with this system now, we think that it's more better than that. Moving around,
Extensive
yeah,
system.
extensive system.
So okay. So viewers, you can hear he have told you the advantages of practicing a intensive system, the advantage of intensive system over extensive system. So they think or it's not as if they think, but we all know that when goats are being fed indoors, it prevents them from number one, getting disease, number two, picking up poisonous substance. Because sometimes when goats feed outside, they can easily pick up grasses that they are not meant to eat and it might be toxic to their system. So with that, I think that at least even if that's what you get from this video, I think is enough to go home with. So we can move over to the piggery. Then, sir, you have to be more audible so they
Okay.
will get what you're saying
Okay.
well. Because this knowledge is not is very, very tangible. So they are not meant to stress their ear to get it.
Okay.
So I want them to get it at a platter of gold. You understand? So let's go over to the piggery. Tell us about the management. Okay, let's just take it bit by bit.
Okay.
When we visited the pig session, I noticed the piglets were different, and then the insoles, also the ones that are lactating. So, what's the advantage over? Because I know there are lots of advantage giving
Yeah.
them differently. So, can you just highlight us or enlighten us a little more on why people should at least partition their pig pens like that?
Okay. In the aspect of the piggery,
Mm,
it is good that when setting up your pig farm,
yeah,
you have segments by segments.
sure.
Like in our own farm here, we have where the winners, the newly weaned piglets, where they are kept.
Yeah.
We have the ones that are still breastfeeding. We have the ones that are still pregnant, and we have where the boas that are serving the ones on heat
Yeah.
do stay. So it is very necessary you consider all these segments in the pig house because of sometimes conflict between two males.
Okay.
Like when you keep two males together, they
Mm.
end up fighting each other, and the fight is normally disastrous.
Yeah.
Now, in the case of those ones now that are breastfeeding their young ones, we wean them from 3 weeks, 3 weeks to 6 weeks,
Yeah.
and start feeding them on normal concentrates.
Concentrates.
Yes, because when as they grow up, the more they grow, the more they consume much milk from their mom, and hereby making their mom to lose weight. You understand? So
Yeah.
you win them so fast, then you keep the mother in another room for recovery, so that she can enter the next heat
Oh, can be
for
served by the
reproduction.
male.
Yeah, for
Oh,
reproduction.
that's really great. That means in a year, how many times can a sow litter in a year? Like how many times can a sow produce in a year?
Okay,
Is it up to 3 times in your
we
pen or two? How many?
we all know that it's the gestation period of a sow now is 3 months, 3 weeks,
3 weeks and
and
3 days.
3 days.
Exactly.
So approximately they're supposed to be giving birth like 2 times a year.
Yeah.
So, but there are some fast ones that normally enters heat. So probably you can they can be expecting the heat like 3 times in
Wow,
a
that's
year.
a whole lot of money. I guess you're a millionaire, Mr.
By the
Namba.
grace of God.
Wow.
By the grace
So
of
anyway,
God.
no need to spill it out there so you don't get kidnapped. So let's talk about the let's just talk about uh, the hygiene. I saw some of your workers trying to use sawdust on the this thing. Can you tell us more about? Because I see that you people use deep litter system, right?
Yeah.
So tell us more about that and how you people try to maintain the hygiene and all those stuffs.
Yeah, coming to that sawdust, generally it's called deep litter system.
Yeah.
This is a system by which we use sawdust and emo chemical to maintain the pig house. What is that chemical for? It helps in reducing the the odor coming from the pig house, and the sawdust helps to absorb the the urine of the pigs.
Yeah.
Now, what we do is we pick the feces every day to ensure that the place is hygienic
Wow.
every day. So with this system, we think that we are having a good production and we are having an odorless farm.
Yeah, yeah, I can attest to that. I was able to walk inside the farm, walk through the farm without even maybe covering my nose. Unlike
Yes.
other farms I visit, sometimes I visit a farm to even enter the pen is just
Yeah.
something that you have to start looking of how to you understand do. So, but that one I walked into the farm effortlessly. So, moving over to the next agenda, let's talk about the feeding because
Okay.
I saw you missing something
Yeah.
in the distance. So what was that, and how do you manage to feed as large as or as huge amount of pigs like that, or huge number of pigs like that, and then all of them are still healthy. No one is looking cacasic or something.
Yeah. In this aspect now, in our last video, if you could remember, we talked
Yeah,
about three major things
yeah.
or four
One
major
should
things.
consider.
Yeah, and it's that capital. It
Yeah,
has not been easy in the farm. It
yeah,
has not been
sure.
easy, but we give God the glory. What you saw me mixing there was the the spent grain and the PKC, which is
Yeah,
the palm kernel meal. You get the spent grain is a spent product from the brewery
wow.
that we bring, and we do mix it with the palm kernel meal.
Yeah,
It's a very good
products.
yeah, it's a very
Is it
good feed
good?
to
Yes.
the pigs. Now
Wow.
uh, sometimes we supplement it with blood meal or plantain stems.
Yeah, like just as we did.
Yes,
Yes.
or plantain leaves. These plantain leaves now they serve as fiber. They reduce fat
Yeah.
in the pig's body. There are some pigs that you kill today and you start seeing too much fat in the body.
Yeah.
But this plantain now helps in reducing the
The
feed
feed,
and the
the
fat
fat
in
in the muscle. That means converting the fat to muscle.
yes,
Wow.
exactly.
That's
So
really
that's it.
great. That's really great. I believe nobody should miss watching this video because you really told us a lot, starting from the plantain leaf, the advantages of feeding your pigs with plantain leaf, uh, the emo chemical, right?
Yeah,
And then there is a whole lot of things we've learned in
yeah.
this video. So you have to watch this video to the end and make sure you share the video, subscribe, comment, and not forget to subscribe to his channel so you'll be able to get more of these videos. Thank you and God bless you.
God
Bye
bless you.
bye.
Bye.
So thank you for watching to the end. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Bye bye.